Yeah. So am I visible and audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we will, yeah. So we are continuing with confidence interval. So will now our data can be in the form of mean, mean, or it can be in the form of a proportion. What we mean by proportion? Proportion means some fraction, okay, fraction of some. So if some data is given, I will show you how it can be. If the data problem is given in the form of a proportion, right? So in that case, we have to use this formula. So confidence interval for a population proportion is estimated by this formula, right? So just you take down another formula. Today we'll learn many formulas. We'll learn many formulas. So already how many? Two. This is our third formula. Okay. I think I told six. I think six. So P plus minus Z, Z again alpha by 2. So it's a two-tail test, right? Multiplied by whole root over P into 1 minus P by N. Okay. So what is P? P is the proportion, right? Proportion. So we'll do a problem and we'll understand what is
So what is the value of alpha by 2?
alpha by 2 will be given in the problem. Okay, it will be given in the problem. Alpha, yeah, alpha is level of significance. Level of significance is denoted by alpha. Okay. So you write down in the formula that you have written, there you write down level of significance, within bracket write down alpha.
Okay.
So confidence interval for a population, confidence interval of a population proportion is estimated by P plus minus Z alpha by 2 into P into root over P into 1 minus P divided by N. So taken down the formula.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us do a problem. Small problem on this. Let us do a problem. Because proportion you can learn only by a problem. That is the best way. So go through the problem for 1 or 2 minutes. Go through the problem. Okay, have you gone through? Have you gone through the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me read out the problem for you. The union representing the BBA is considering a proposal to merge with Teamster Union. So BBA, two unions are going to merge, whether they will merge or not, right? That is two unions, BBA and Teamster Union. Okay. So according to BBA union bylaws, at least 3/4 of the union membership must approve any merger. 3/4 means 75%. 75% should agree with the merger. Okay. So according to BBA union bylaws, at least minimum 3/4 of the union membership must approve any merger. If 75% say yes, let us merge with Y or other union, they will go for the merger. Clear? Is it clear? Now, a random sample.
सर्च तक हुए हैं?
हाँ भाई.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Now you
Yes,
are
sir.
audible.
No, there is a power cut actually. I think I have to change to my this network. Oh, just you have to hold on.
Okay, sir.
Okay sir, कर लो आराम से.
Yes, sir.
Let me just stop share and let me. I have to change. Are power off হয়ে গেছে। না এটা অন করেছো? ওটা আমি এখানে চেঞ্জ। হ্যাঁ দাঁড়াও এক মিনিট। IBS গুরগাঁও কানেক্ট হয়ে গেছে। এইটা কানেক্ট করতে হবে না? কানেক্ট। Cannot connect to this network. হ্যাঁ IBS গুরগাঁও করে দিই। Hotspot. Mobile data application. Connected. Hello?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I have switched to my hotspot. Is my voice clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I had a mobile Wi-Fi also, but I don't know, it's not working. Mobile Wi-Fi. But I am now connected by my hotspot. So, is it clear now? Sound is clear, na? Fine.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me share. Actually, just yesterday only got this mobile Wi-Fi.
सर ये
There
क्या
was-
होता है?
Yeah, I did not know actually. it is we can travel with that. No, it requires no any connectivity actually. You can simply carry that.
Like Geo-Fi.
Geo-Fi, yes, like
Okay.
that, without any.
Cable.
Yeah, without any cable. Yes, that is the. Okay, but now I am in with my hotspot. I don't know how much. Okay, okay, fine. Let me share again. Okay, so hope you can see my screen. No?
Yes.
Yes sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So a random sample of 2000 current BBA members reveals 160 plan to vote for the merger proposal. What is the estimate of the population proportion? Okay. Now see, here they are not talking about mean. What they are talking, we have to have the estimate of a population proportion. We have to give a confidence interval for population proportion. Not see, there is no any mean in my. Can you see any mean in the question paper in this
No,
question?
sir.
No.
No, sir.
So your previous formula will not work here. Okay. Now develop a 95% confidence interval for the population proportion. Clear? And basing this again, this is just this we will understand. It will take. It is just don't take this into account. We will just take it. If it is more than 75%, there will be merger. Okay, that is our condition of the problem. Clear? Let us start. So, yeah. So first compute the sample proportion. Now sample proportion is given by P. What is our sample proportion? 1600 voted out of 2000. Yes.
2000.
This is our sample. Please remember, this is our sample proportion, which is given by small p, that is x by n. What is our x? X is 1600. What is our n? How many total
2000.
we asked? We asked 2000 people. 1600 told yes, let the merger happens. We are informed. So what is our p value? What is our p value?
0.8.
Very good, excellent. Now compute the 95% 95% CI. As I told you, maximum place will find 95%. Okay. Why? Actually, you know what is the reason behind this. You should know. Can anybody tell me? Yes. Virish, can you tell why always 95%? Why maximum time we are getting 95%? Yes, Virish.
So because it is one of the standard.
Very good, very good, very close and very good also. All the statistical softwares take 95% as their base, maximum of the softwares, right? And that is the standard, right? Very good. Now, so can we calculate the CI? Can we calculate the CI? What is our formula? You have written the formula. P plus minus Z alpha by 2 multiplied by P into 1 minus P by N. So all of you written the formula. Okay. So put the value, all of you. Okay. So we know P. What is our P? P is 0.8. What is our, P is 0.8. Now only N. What is our N? 2000. We know we asked 2000 sample, right? N is 2000.
Yes,
only what we don't know in this formula is what we don't know? Z.
alpha by 2.
Z alpha by 2. Now from where it will get? Why we will get this Z value? Yes, Virish. From where we will get this Z value?
From Z table.
Very good. Z table. So 95% CI. Now, how you have to get this? See, 95% means what? Try to understand now. See should I go to pen brush? Let me go to this. 95%. Oh, I have not opened the paint. Sorry. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Can you see this? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So just 1 minute. Actually, this bar is coming. Fine. Fine. Yeah. So all of you look here. Please. If you remember, this is our normal distribution. Yes. Okay. And what we are telling, 95%. Yes, Virish. 95% is this area total. This area from here to here is 95%. 95%. This area. So what is the half of this area, Virish? What is the half of this area? One half, this one. What will be this half? Yes.
5%.
What, 5%?
Mm.
No.
0.05.
No, not this. No, I am not. I am talking about this one. This.
47.5.
Yes. Who is this? Viresh. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Only divided by 2. Both the halves are equal, na? This normal distribution, these are 2 are equal. So कुछ नहीं करना है, सिर्फ 95% by 2. How much is that? 47.5%. 47.5%. So in decimal, how should we write this? Equals
0.475.
Very good, Abhishek. Now go open your Z table. Open your Z table. For the 0.75 area, check the Z value and tell me. Check the Z value and tell me, Virish.
2.36.
No. What's that? The table that I have given you. Please don't see any other table. Tom, Dick, and Harry, and this minus table, plus. Don't get the table that I have given you. .475. First, you have to find the value in the Z table. Then you have to see the corresponding Z value.
0.1808.
No. Yes, Saman. Saman, are you there? See, I showed you in the last class, na, for
Sir, 0.1808.
no. You have to see the area and you have to then see the Z value, corresponding Z value. Have you
Yes.
opened the Z table? Okay. Now locate 0.475. Have you located? The area, the probability.
Yes, sir.
0.9.
Yeah. Then corresponding to the x-axis, this one, draw a horizontal line and check what is the Z value.
1.9.
Very good. 1.9. Go vertically and check what is the value.
0.07.
0.06 or 0.7. Okay, you can take 0.06 is the, I think, closer one. Okay.
Yes.
So take 0.06. So 1.9 plus 0.06. How much?
1.96.
1.96. Yes. Now you got it. All of you got it or not? Yes. Yashi got it.
No, sir, I didn't get it.
Have you opened the Z table?
Yes, sir.
You see the Z table. First, locate this 0.475.
Done.
Located. I'm asking to Yashi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now see what is the Z value to corresponding to that. Go horizontally.
Sir, I'm still getting 0.1808.
No, you're not getting, and I don't know what table you have opened. Have you opened my table or some other table?
Yes, sir. Sir, the one you sent in the group.
Yeah, let me open then.
Explain it by using the table.
Let me open. It will take some time. Let me search because it is not here.
0.475 के जो लेफ्ट में फिगर आ रही है
Ah,
डेसिमल्स में 1.9
let me
और वो
search
जो
if I
टॉप पे आ
can.
रही है वो 0.06.
Yes. Let me just wait 1 minute. Let me open. It's okay. So where is my screen? चला गया. Zoom. Oh, stop share. Let me stop share first. Yeah. गड़बड़ हो जाता है stop share. Okay. Now let me. Yes. Search this. Z table. Give me 1 minute. Z table.
सर मैं समझ गया क्या देख रहे हैं हम और हमें क्या देखना चाहिए.
No. All the student
हाँ
must
वो मैं
understand.
बता सकता हूँ शायद अभी.
I understand. Actually, this table. Oh, I will find it out. Don't worry. Actually, I have not shared that. Yeah, I think this will work. Let me see. करना चाहिए. Yes, I think this will. Let's see how to use that table. No, not this one. Not this one. This is not opening. Normal curve. This. Normal curve. Yes, this should be fine. Yeah, this will work. I think. Let me see. But, it's not opening. Interest. Point. Tables are there, but actually they are not.
Sir, can I share my screen? I can show it.
You are having the table?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Let me see. Can you share?
So it is disabled by
Sir,
the host.
is it
Yeah,
1.96?
Yes.
1.96. Yes.
Sir, I understood.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I think then all of you have got it. Fine.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So let me. Yeah. So let me come back to the problem. Yeah. So. Yeah, so only value that we were not having was Z. So we have got it how much? 1.96. Okay. So 0.80 is the p value plus minus 1.96 multiplied by root over zero point 0.8 into 1 minus 0.8 divided by 2000. Clear? So 0.8 plus 0.018 and 0.8 minus 0.018. So if you add a 0.018 to 0.18, it is 0.818. If you subtract 0.018 from 0.8, it is 0.78. So got the interval 0.782 to 0.818. So this is our interval. Develop a 95% confidence interval for the population proportion. Previously we did it for the mean. Okay, but this one we have done for the proportion. Okay, so develop a 95% confidence. Now, basing your decision on this sample information, can you conclude that the necessary proportion of BBA members favor the merger, or why? Will the favor? Yes, because what was the condition by law? That if 75% agrees. Here our range lies between 78% to 81%. 78.2 to 81.8%. So it is far above 75. So there will be a merger. They will likely pass the merger. Clear? Clear or not? Yashi? Is it clear?
Sir, please explain it one more time. The
Yeah,
second part basing on your decision.
Acha. See, the calculations are okay, na? 0.782 to 8.818, right? But
Yes,
what
sir.
was our condition? See, read the second line. According to BBA union bylaws, at least 75%, 3/4 means what? 75% of the union members must approve any merger. So here, our lowest one is 78%. So there will be a merger between the two unions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us proceed. So we have done for mean, we have done for population proportion. Yeah. Next, finite population correction factor. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, so a population that has a fixed upper bound is said to be finite. What is a finite population? Where there is a fixed upper bound. Okay, there is a fixed one. Now for a finite population where the total number of objects is capital N, that means simply my sample size, I'm writing here small n. What is small n by capital N?
Sample.
If this, what is small n by capital N?
The sample divided by
Population, right?
population.
So if my sample size divided by the population size is greater than 5%, then we use a finite population correction factor. But if it is less than 5%, we don't apply this correction factor. This is the crux of the finite population correction factor.
And so for, in this 5% is standard.
Yeah, this is standard. Yes, this is a standard. If more than 5%, we will apply the correction factor. If less than 5%, we won't apply any correction factor. Okay. So if n, small n, that means if sample size by population size is greater than 5%, we will apply the correction factor. Okay, so our both the formulas, another set of formula you will get then. So what will be our formula now? Okay, we have to check both the small n by capital N and C. But if there is no, generally capital N is not known. Why capital N is not known? The population size is very large, and generally in academic purpose, you will find that the capital N is not known. So you don't have to use the correction factor, finite population correction factor. But if in a problem, I will show you a problem where you will apply, right? So that is, we will do a problem, but the fundamental is if the sample size and population size both are given and small n by capital N is greater than 5%, we will apply a finite population correction factor. What is that correction factor? It is this one. It is root over capital N minus small n by capital N minus 1. This is the correction factor. So our both the formulas that we discussed will now have to be corrected. That is called the finite population correction factor. So what will be our formula now? This will be our formula now. So all of you write another set of formula, So I told you, around 6. So we are reaching 5. So standard error of the sample mean. We will multiply the correction factor with the standard error of the mean. And again, we will standard error of the sample proportion. We will multiply by capital N minus small n by capital N minus 1. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us do, in which case, let us do a small problem. So again, all these 3 formula will change for CI formula. So all of you write down this CI. So first one was what? CI for the mean. Okay. If you see the first formula that I had given you, there was no correction factor. ये था नहीं ना पहले में. So now you have to add this. Again, CI for the mean. Another formula I gave you, but without the correction factor, population correction factor. But now you have the formula will look like this. And thirdly, I give you another formula CI for the proportion. It will look like this. So you write all the 3 formulas, then we will solve a problem. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So with if finite population correction factor, so all of you write the formulas. Then we will solve another problem to show you how to use. Best way to learn statistics to do problems. Whenever we do problem, everything becomes handy. Oh, now the power is back again, but I am with which network? I don't know, but at least if you face any problem, please let me know. Yeah, you have taken the formulas?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So one second.
Okay. I will give you the PPT, don't worry. But if you want to write, you can write. 11:50. Okay, so let us do a small problem to understand. Rather, you can try this. Yes, Virish, can you try this?
So I will try my best.
Somebody is writing something. I was okay. No problem, Utkarsh. In this class, please consider. That's a very problem. Now I cannot. नहीं, क्या हो? अरे क्लास चल रहा है, क्या हो रहा है? बेटा बनो। Yeah. So yes, Yashi, will we apply the correction factor? Whether we are going to apply the correction factor or not?
Sir, I think we will apply.
Yes. Why?
Sir, I don't know why, but
Okay. Any other student? You can just tell me whether we are going to apply correction factor or not in this problem. Yes. Anyone?
So because it is less than 0.5.
0.05.
Sir, it is greater than 5.
It is greater or less than 5%. Sample
Greater,
size.
greater than, greater than.
Mhm. It is greater than 40 by
90%
2.
confidence.
40 by 250 is how much? Tell me. What is 40 out of 250? How much percentage? Yes.
Around 17, 18, sir.
Very good. Around 17. So it is less than 5% or more than 5%? So it is
More than.
More than
more than
5%.
5%. So we will apply the FPC, right? Rest is same. Rest I think you will do. So let us see. Let us see. So n, it is given. Okay, that is given. Capital N is 250. Small n is 40. Standard deviation is 75. Okay. Now, yes, 16%. Since small n by capital N, what is our small n in the problem? 40. What is our capital N? 250. 40
250.
by 40 by 250 is 0.16.
0.16.
0.16 is greater than 0.05 or less than 0.05?
Greater
Yes, Yashi,
Greater than, sir, greater.
greater than. So we will use the finite population correction fact. Now, the population standard deviation is known or unknown here? Population standard deviation known or unknown?
than. Known.
Sir, unknown.
Sir, known.
Is not known. This is sample standard deviation, $75.
Okay.
Right. See, read the line. That's why I gave you 2-3 minutes. A
Yes,
random
the
sample
sample. Yes.
of 40, okay, of these families revealed the mean annual church contribution was $450 and the standard deviation of this was $75. Of this means of the sample. Okay. So population standard deviation is unknown. Okay. And what is our sample size? It is 40. It is greater than 30. So we can use the Z test. We can use the Z test. Yes. So we can use the formula below to compute the, we can use the T test. Sorry. May use the Z test if it is greater than 30. If greater than 30, right? But here it is unknown, so we have to use S. So first we will give preference to the, as I told you, first preference will be given to whether sigma known or unknown. If sigma known, Z. If sigma unknown, T. Although your sample size is 40, in that logic it becomes Z, but you must write in this way. Here the population standard deviation is unknown. So we are using T test. Not T test, we are using T distribution. Okay. So this will be our formula. Already you know this formula, all of you. You know this formula, right?
Yes, sir.
Today we are learning many formulas. Some are left. One formula is left. We are left with one. So what is our formula? X bar plus minus t multiplied by s by root n multiplied by the correction factor. What is our correction factor? Capital N root over capital N minus small n divided by capital N minus 1. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please put the value, solve the problem, all of you. Solve the problem. Yes, are you solving? Put the value. So what is our x bar? We know the x bar. Yes. We know s. We know n. What is our sample size? What is n? Small n? 40.
A,
What is our capital N? I mean population size 250.
250.
And we know everything except t value. We don't know the t. We don't know the t. Okay. We don't know the t. Okay. So who will tell me the t value? Who will tell me the t value? Yashi, what is the t value? First of all, you have to open the t table, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you have to open the t table in the internet. So let me show you if I can. Actually, I could have said this. So I showed you one t table, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this one. But here we have to take a greater. So fundamental is clear. What we require to see the t table? Two values we require. What are those, Yashi? What we require?
Sir,
0.10 and 39.
Yes, very good. Who is this? Virish.
So, no, sir, Samarth.
Yes.
It was not me, sir. It was
Who
Samarth.
is this?
Samarth Sethi.
Samarth. Very good, Samarth. So we will require two values to see the. Okay. Let me write in that. Okay. Let me write in the Word file. So ours, what is sample size is 40. No, sample size 40, and our level of significance is. Okay, already I have, yeah, here only I will just, okay. So, yeah, here our, this one is given, now 5%. Our level of significance is how much? 10%. It was 10%, no? 10%. And what is our degrees of freedom? Yes.
40 minus 1, 39.
Very good, Saman. 40 minus 1, that is 30. Clear? We require this to level of significance, which is 10% given in the problem, number 1, in our case. Number 2, the degrees of freedom. So if you see the degrees of freedom, it is sample size minus 1. So it is 39. Clear? So in a t table, all of you know. So all of you please see the t table and tell me the value. What is the? Open the t table in your. I will give it to the CR after this class, but now you tell me the value. Yes, someone will tell us the t value.
Sir, in my table, only 30 is given up to 30.
You are seeing T table, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why I know this. There are a whole lot of third grade tables, and and where you will confused. So I will give it to the CR. Okay, don't worry, but you just try to see. Let me see if I can. Can I show my book to you here? Okay, what should I do? Can you see my book? It's in a very bad condition actually. I think, can you see this?
No, sir.
No. Very good. Okay. So, okay. Where were we? See, we are here, na? We are here.
So 2.42.
Yes.
The value is 2.42.
It will be 1.685. Okay, 1.685. So I will say, send the table after this class. So you please check. Now try to understand. I'm just writing. I'm giving you the idea. We will find the table like this. Here will be the DF value. Okay. Here you will get two things. Now confusion starts from here. Level of significance for one tel, you will get LOS. LOS for level of significance for two tel test. Don't see the one tel test table. Okay. First confusion is there. You may come across one tailed. Don't see the one tailed, see the two tailed. Then here you will find some value 0.1, 0.05. Okay, like this you will find 0.2, 0.1, 0.05, 0.02, like this value. 0.2, 0.01, 0.05. Okay. Sorry, this is 0.1. This is 0.05 and so on. So here DF, you have to locate how much? What is our DF? 39. Okay. Yes. And you have to locate here. What you will locate here? 0.1. 0.1. And then draw a vertical line, draw a horizontal line previously, and see the value. If you see the value, it is 1.685. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So I will send the Z table of T table after the class. You please check this value. Okay. So put this value, and then do the calculation. So if you calculate this, it is 450 plus minus 18.35. If you calculate all this, you will get 18.35. So two values are coming, 431.65 and 468.35. Our lower limit is 431, upper limit is 468. Clear?
So can you explain that how do we get that 1.685?
From T table?
Yes.
From T table? Yeah. So T table, you will get some columns. In the column, you have to locate 0.1. Okay. Because our level of significance is what? 10%.
10%.
So 10%. So you have to locate 0.1 in the column. In the row, the degrees of freedom, our DF
39.
is 40 minus 1, so 39. You have to locate 39. Okay. You have to draw a horizontal line from 39, and you have to draw a vertical line from the 0.1, this level of significance. Where these two intersect is 1.685. 685. Yeah. Is it clear, Yashi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So very simple. Only you have to learn how to see the T table. I have told you the process, how to see the. Okay. So T value, you will get this. Right. So we have done another problem. Let us proceed.
So on my T
Yes.
table, it is showing on 1.685 on 0.
But please don't see your table. Please, I request you not to see. The more you see your table, you will get confused. So please hold on till the class ends. After the class, I will send my T table. You will be more you see table, more you will be confused.
Okay, sir.
From my 12 years experience, I can just share this with you. So please don't. When I give my table, you look my table. Now selecting a sample size. Selecting a sample size. Very, very important, right? Whenever the student go for this summer internship, I think you know what is summer internship. Whenever the student go for summer internship, they will come and ask what sample size. Okay. No need of asking anybody. You can just calculate your sample size. What sample you will go to, what number, what should be your sample size, right? Nowadays there are various softwares also to calculate sample size, right? So I'm not going for software, but there is a very simple formula by which we calculate the sample size. Now there are three factors that determine the size of a sample, none of which has any direct relation to the size of a function. So sample size depends on what? How much sample should I collect for my research? Very simple. It depends on three factors. Number one, the degree of confidence selected. That means confidence level that I select, whether I select 95% or I select 99%. Simple. Yes, Yashi. Very simple, no?
Yes, sir.
But still students come and will ask every time what should be the sample size. Okay, so the degree of confidence selected, that is in your hand, Yashi. You can tell I will take 95%, I will take 99%. Okay, that is in the hand of the researcher. Number two, the maximum allowable error. Okay, this I will explain with a problem. Okay, maximum allowable error, that means how much error is allowable. And number two, number three, the variation in the population. That means, already we know if we know the sample standard deviation, we can population standard deviation, or even if you don't know, you can use the sample standard deviation, square it up, you will get the variance. So if we know these three, we can select our sample size. So what is our sample size formula? Very simple formula. You can yourself calculate your sample size, right? So all of you write the formula of sample size. N is equal to Z into S by E whole square. N is number of sample, equals Z multiplied by S divided by E whole square, where E is the allowable error. Okay, that means this much error. Is means how much error is allowable. Okay, this will be mentioned in the problem. Z, the Z value corresponding to the selected level of confidence. This is very simple. So if my CI is 95%, what will be my Z? Yes, I had shown you yours today also. What will be my Z? 95%?
5.
Yes. 1 point.
5%.
No, I'm not asking significance level.
1.95.
1.96.
96.
Yes. This you remember, all of you. Okay. इसके लिए Z table खोलने का जरूरत नहीं है. This always you should remember. And today I showed you how it came 1.96, right? S the sample deviation. Sample deviation is the sample. Clear? So we have completed our almost, except one chapter, we are through with our midterm. Your midterm syllabus is through by today. So only hypothesis testing is remaining, which I will cover by next week. So we are almost reaching our midpoint, midterm. Yes. Yes, Abhishek. Is it clear?
So,
Yes, Shivam.
so by when our midterm is starting?
26th.
So 26th of July now.
Yes. 26th July, and today is 9th, na? Not
Yes,
much
sir.
time left also.
Very
9,
close. Very
9,
close, sir.
16. Yeah, so on 16th I will finish the syllabus. 1 week ahead. If something is left, I will take up, but I will finish. Okay. Any question? Someone? Virish, Abhishek, Yashi. These are the 4 names I can see. Nobody. That's why I'm asking 4 of you.
So can you explain one more time how Z is equal to 1.96?
Okay. Yes. Very good question. Actually, I was thinking to show you once, but okay. But we have to be quick because our time is up, but I will show you. Yeah. Already this is drawn here. I have shown you, but see, 95% confidence interval. Okay. So always we take it in a, this one. We take it in a, this is my 95%. That means 95% of the data will lie between this area. Okay. Now I have to locate that for 95%. What is 95% of confidence interval? That 95% is the chance that my population mean will lie within the sample, this interval, confidence interval that I am giving. Okay. So for this 95%, first of all, we have to calculate the half of 95%, which is 47.5%. 47.5%, if we convert it into decimal, it is 0.475. For 0.475, if we check the Z value, in the Z table, you will get 1.96. That's why it is coming from here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us end up. I have a class also. Okay. So I hope it is clear. So we are left with only hypothesis testing. That's a very big chapter also. That will take minimum 3 hours. Okay. So we are almost done with midterm. Yes, Yashi, any question?
Got it, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So let us wind up today.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.